Remember, remember the 5th of November. Just a mint. I'm not taking any uppers or downers or anything. I don't do that. I might be able to do that talking about this artist here. This is being made, I'm taping this on November 5th, the 5th of November. Guy Fawkes Day. If you know, I remember when I was a kid, when I first got John Lennon's Plastic Ono Band album, side 2, track 1 is Remember. Remember when you were young, how the hero was never young, never hung. At the very end, it says, remember, remember the 5th of November, explosion. Well, in 2005, that was in 1605, I believe, something like that. Guy Fawkes intended to blow up a House of Lords, a House of Parliament, and it's known as Guy Fawkes Day. His plot was thwarted, but since it is the 5th of November, it's also the birthday of Graham Parsons, one of my favorite artists, influenced a lot of people, tragic ending to his life. So I'm just going to show some Graham Parsons, but first, I found a grail. I don't ever mention grails because I don't have really grails that I'm looking for, but I've been doing a lot of Neil Young lately, and in fact I mentioned the one album I'm looking for in the Neil Young catalog came out during the heyday of CDs, is Lanois. My local had a copy on the wall. I had a credit of about $30 and I went for it and I applied it and I got this. Very rare. This is one of my favorite Neil Young records. It's very noisy, electric guitar, produced by Daniel Lanois. This Altoid is getting to me here. Beautiful record. I love this record. Recorded in a house with Neil, with a lot of effects and amps, and just really a cool record. Okay, Graham Parsons. Not in any order exactly, but early band he was in. International Submarine Band. This is a Sundazed reissue. I think this originally came out in 1968. The International Submarine Band. Early clues of his country rock lineage. He was really a folk artist early on. Graham Parsons and the Shilohs, the Early Years, Volume 1. This issue came out in '79, but this is recorded in the '60s. Graham Parsons, an early Graham Parsons. Graham Parsons and the Falling Angels, live 1973. Graham Parsons, Shiloh. This is with the Shiloh Records, and this again was recorded in 1967, so very early on. These are a lot of the tracks from the Yellow Submarine, International Submarine Band as well. Graham Parsons. This is basically the same record. This was a Record Store Day version of the same record, I believe, but expanded. It's got some sessions though from the GP sessions and Grievous Angel outtakes. Doesn't open, I'm sorry. It's a double album, doesn't open up. So this is actually numbered. This is from the first two solo albums on Reprise, not Reprise. Reprise Records of Graham Parsons. So it's not the same as the last album. My mistake. Then of course, his two main albums for Reprise, GP. This one doesn't open up, but I believe the original does. Or one of them does. One of the issues does. Graham Parsons. He discovered Emmylou Harris, and she sings beautiful harmonies on both these records. GP, and my favorite, Grievous Angel, one of my all-time favorite albums, with Emmylou Harris on Reprise Records. Here's a comp that came out after too. It's on A&M Records, and this was Graham Parsons, The Flying Burrito Brothers, Sleepless Nights, another comp of songs that he did with the Burrito Brothers. Now, he's very instrumental, as you all know. Bringing the Byrds into the real country thing. Although Roger McGuinn and Chris Hillman were very folkies and into the country thing anyway, but Graham Parsons really pushed him and, really kind of pushed it into that Louvin Brothers influence album on the 1968 Sweetheart of the Rodeo. Wonderful record. Unfortunately, because of legal battles at the time, most of the lead vocals of Graham Parsons were wiped until the CD reissue, expanded reissue about 20 years ago, added the versions with Graham singing lead. So that's a really important record in the Graham Parsons canon. And of course, after that, he formed and started with Chris Hillman from the Byrds, the Flying Burrito Brothers. This is an album, if you like Graham Parsons, you like country rock, and you love the Byrds, this is a must-have record. This is the issue that came out on Intervention Music, amazingly mastered version. So if you can get this, great. Find this record. It's still in print. Pick it up. In fact, both these records are. This is my original A&M copy. It's a gold A&M label from 1970, I believe, 69-70. Graham Parsons, Chris Hillman, Chris Etheridge, Sneaky Pete, beautiful in their nudie suits there, out in the Joshua Tree. The second record with Graham Parsons, Burrito Deluxe, and this is available also on Intervention. Then a good comp, A&M Records, that has Graham Parsons, the Burrito Brothers, 68-72, good comp. Those of you who are into the CD thing, two, I think, must-haves is this box set on Reprise Rhino, and it has a GP, Grievous Angel, plus a lot of outtakes, alternate versions, demos, little kind of clamshell box set. Lovely set. And Graham Parsons Anthology, which is a nice overview. It has International Submarine Band, the Byrds, the Burrito Brothers, Graham Parsons, Return of the Angel, GP. And again, there is that, as I said, Sweetheart of the Rodeo. If you're a CD person, get the expanded with all the versions with Roger McGuinn singing, Chris Hillman singing, and Graham Parsons singing. So, there we go. Graham Parsons in 8 minutes, less than 9 minutes, but I did include some Guy Fawkes Day stuff. So, Mazzy loves you. Thanks, VC, for everything. I greatly appreciate it. You need Graham Parsons, one of my all-time favorite artists. Take care. And the Byrds, as you know.